Hello, stamping friends. Good morning. Welcome to Bird's Nest Designs. My name is Denise Cox, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Trail, British Columbia, Canada. And today I am here for the weekly Fancy Fold Friday video tutorial. So today we are going to continue with the featured stamp set of the week, the Everyday Thanks adorable stamp set. I love this one. We're going to make a really cute fancy fold card with this one. It's going to tie in with all of the cards we've made all week long. So Monday, we created a card on Make It Monday with the current color challenge. And then Tuesday, I was live here with you. We stamped 3 cards that are all part of the Everyday Thanks Cards by Mail free class. And you can earn that class still up until midnight tonight when you place a $50 order in my online store using the host code that I'm going to pop up here on this screen right now for you. So that is the host code. This host code will end tonight at midnight. Get your order placed with that host code attached by midnight, and I will send you a 6-card class absolutely free featuring the Everyday Thanks stamp set. So you'll need to have your own ink, stamps, and adhesive, but all the paper pieces and the ribbon will be included in those kits for you. So you'll get to make 2 of each card. And these are the ones that we created on Tuesdays. So I can flash them up here real quick. So these are the 3 cards. This middle one is a fancy fold, this cute little Band-Aid one. So you'll get those absolutely free. So place your order, $50 or more before shipping and taxes using this host code right here. And that class is going to be yours. It's going to create a really enjoyable stamping experience for you because these cards are really fun. And they come together really easily. So it'll be a nice relaxing time to just sit and make 6 cards. You could invite a friend over and you could each make one. It would be really a great way to spend a couple hours. Okay. So today we're going to continue with Fancy Fold. So let me pop the screen down, but stick around because at the end of today's video, I'm going to talk about my Creatively Hatched class, which is currently open. It's a subscription I have every month. And this month we are using the brand new Autumn Leaves stamp set, in the class. And so you'll want to check that out because the cards are beautiful and registration for that is only open until the 15th. So you want to get subscribed before the 15th so that you can get the September kit, which is the Autumn Leaves. Okay. Also tomorrow, which is September 9th. September 9th. I forgot what day it was today. Is the last day to register for my product shares from the mini catalog. So if you have questions about that, please reach out to me. I'm happy and I'll send you a private message and I'll explain all of how that works to you. But it basically is a sample of all of the new papers, specialty and designer series in the new mini catalog, as well as the new ribbons. So you get a sampling to try and play with. Decide which ones are your favorites before you order the full package. Okay. So send me a message if you're interested in that. But for now, let's flip the camera down and we will start stamping. So let me remove that banner first. We're going to flip this camera down there. Here we go. Here's the desk. Okay, so here it is. This is the Everyday Thanks stamp set. I am loving this stamp set. I think it is super cute. I love the bold lines and it makes it so fun for coloring and just designing. So today's card, I better get my ruler out because I forget the measurements and I want to be able to give those to you in today's video. So we've got a standard white card base. So this is thick basic white from Stampin' Up's annual catalog. And it's got 2 score lines on it. So the first one is at 3 inches and the second one is at 7 1/4. Okay, so we're going to flip it over and we're going to fold the sides in. Actually, we want it to go this way. We're going to fold on the fold line so that both flaps go to the middle. And then I'm just trying to find my bone folder, which was here a second ago. There it is. So that we can give those a nice burnish to make them a nice crisp fold. So if you are here watching along when this video goes live at 10 o'clock, please say hello. Let me know you're watching. And if you're catching the replay, do the same. I love to know who I'm stamping with and where you're from. So today's video is pre-recorded because I double booked myself with a scrapbook class and I didn't want to miss stamping with you. So the beauty of being online is that you can actually be in 2 places at once. So say hello, let me know you're watching. And I will go through the comments and respond back to you too. All right, so the first thing we want to do now that we have our fancy fold like this, we want to go ahead and attach some DSP. So I have got 2 pieces here, both from the Delightfully Eclectic Designer Series paper pack. This pretty pink one here measures 1 inch by 5 1/4. And this lovely blue one with the fun hearts on it is 2 3/4 by 5 1/4. So we can go ahead and attach the pink one. So I'm just going to use my snail. Oh my gosh, check out those strawberries on the back. Aren't they sweet? So we are going to attach the pink one over here on the right-hand side. Oh, that's not very centered, Denise. Okay, let's see if we can get that off of there. Sometimes it's hard to tell centered when you've got this camera over top of you. Okay, there we go. That's better. Okay, so we've got the pink one on there. Now I do have a very long piece here. Let me just tell you how long this piece of ribbon is in case you want to do the same. So this one is, there's 12. This one's like 18.5 inches long. And what we want to do is attach this around our card. So I'm just going to wrap it around here like this. And this ribbon is from the Sheer Ribbon Combo Pack, which has this beautiful bubble bath. It has some lemon lolly and it has as your afternoon ribbon, 3 different colors. It is my favorite ribbon and I've gone through like 3 packages of it already. Okay, so that again can be found in the annual catalog. And I do believe that it was on the low inventory list again. It keeps selling out, but they do bring it back because it's so popular. Okay. So we've got the ribbon wrapped across. Now I want to attach my designer series paper to this flap. And I'm going to put the adhesive all the way up both sides, the long sides. And then I'm going to put it down here as well. And the reason I'm putting so much adhesive is because I want it to catch this ribbon that I just moved. I did have it nice and, okay. I did have it nicely situated. There we go. I just want to pull this. I want it to be fairly even. Okay, and then I think we could just slide the card up a bit. There we go. Now let's attach. I'm going to put my adhesive there to kind of hold it. And then we can plate that, center that designer series paper on this flap. And that is going to hold our ribbon in place. Okay, there we go. So this is the fold of our card. And of course, we're going to end up with that tying, so keep it nicely tied shut. But in the meantime, we have some fun stamping to do. So I have got these pieces here. So this is basic black, of course. And this one is 2 1/8 by 4 5/8. This one here, the basic white, is going to be just slightly smaller at 2 inches by 4 1/2. This is a 4 by 5 1/4 piece for the inside of our card. I've got a 1 3/4 inch circle, and then I've got this small tag that was cut from the tailored tags. Now, I think it's a different name, but you know what I mean. The tailored tags dies out of the annual catalog. All right, so we're going to start with some Memento ink. That is actually the only color ink pad that we're going to use today. So we've got Memento ink, and I'm going to take, first of all, I'm going to take Thanks, which, let me just show you the stamp case here so you can see what stamps I'm pulling. So we're using the, let me get that light out of the way. We're using the Thanks stamp set right here. There we go. We're going to stamp that on the tag. Right there. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take our little 1 3/4 inch circle. I'm going to grab my silicone mat so we can see where it's getting placed. And I'm going to use this adorable stethoscope. Okay, we're just going to ink that up nicely, and then we're going to stamp it on the circle. Like that, okay? Then I'm going to take this off because we're going to do some stamping on our white piece here, but it's going to go over the edge. So we're going to just let it go onto our scrap paper. So I'm just going to stamp it like that. We'll ink it up again and we'll come in like this. And then maybe off like that. And then finally we'll do one more down here. So we've got 4 Band-Aids stamped on here, but you can see that they kind of all fall off of the paper, which looks super cute. So now that we've got our stamping, let's do a little bit more on the inside while we have our ink out. So on the stamp set is 2 sentiments. So the other one is thank you for everything you do. And I want to stamp that on the inside of today's card. Okay, so stamp that in the center. And then because I like the stethoscope stamp so much, and I haven't used it yet this week except for just now, I'm going to actually stamp that somewhere on here too. Just because we can. So there we have the inside of our card. So now I'll close up the ink so that we don't get our hands and arms in it. And we can do some assembling. So let's get this out of the way by attaching it to the inside of the card. Oh, see what happened? I got black ink all over that insert. I don't know how that happened. Okay, so there's our inside. And we're going to close that up and just set that off to the side for a minute. We'll bring in our Band-Aids and our stethoscope, and we're going to do a bit of coloring. So for this, I'm going to take colors right off of our Designer Series paper, and we're going to use Bubble Bath and Pretty Peacock, and then I'm going to add in some crumb cake for the Band-Aids. So I just need a cup of my morning coffee. Now we're going to take the Bubble Bath Dark, and we're going to color in this heart here. And then we'll color in this middle. So I'm kind of staggering them. All right. And then I'm going to take my dark crumb cake and color in the opposite hearts, or the remaining hearts, I guess. Like that. Okay. Then again with my crumb cake, I'm going to color up this Band-Aid here. And if you watched the video on Tuesday, I kind of did a different technique with these dots. So you'll want to watch that. But this one, I'm just going to dot them like this with the dark. I'll come down here and color this one the same. Okay. And then we'll color it in with the light crumb cake. So we're coloring these Band-Aids, and then we're going to do the other Band-Aids on this piece. We're going to do them the opposite. Because who wouldn't want to have a pink Band-Aid? I know I would. If I had a choice between a brown crumb cake colored one and a pink one, I would surely choose the pink. Then we'll grab our Bubble Bath. We'll do the same thing. This card is going to come together really quickly now. So after we get this colored, we're just going to dot those circles like that. Oh, we should trace those. Come in with the light one. Come around like that. This one too. Okay, now we're going to take that piece and we're going to attach it to our basic black. And we're only going to be left with a very small edge on here, okay? We'll bring this piece in. We're going to grab some dimensionals, which I had here. There we go. So we're going to stick the black piece on with our stamping dimensionals. We want to make sure that it's not going to fall off or be saggy in any spots. I don't like that when that happens. So we'll pull off the backings for this. Okay, and then we'll put our Band-Aids over here on this side, centered on their designer paper. Okay, and then we're going to take our stethoscope and we are going to color in this with Pretty Peacock. This is Pretty Peacock Light. And then we'll grab our light crumb cake and our light bubble bath. Okay, and then we're going to grab some more dimensionals. 2 we'll do on this one, and we'll stick them on like this. Stick this stethoscope right there. Lastly, we're going to take our thank you tag and we're going to run it. We're going to put the ribbon through this hole up here. Okay, so that it's kind of hanging there. And then when we tie this, we're going to have this great thank you card that we could send to anybody in the medical profession, or even it could be like somebody who took care of you when you weren't feeling well, right? Like, it's such a cute card. So there we have our nice bow. We can just adjust this tag a wee bit like that. Isn't that a sweet, sweet card? Now my bow is a little bit goofy looking here, but you could spend some time and fuss with your ribbon to make a bow. But there it is. And then of course we want to tie off these ends or cut off these frayed ends. We could probably shorten this one a bit. So there we have our fun fold for today. So I hope you guys enjoyed that card and are feeling a little inspired with the Everyday Thanks stamp set. Before I close this video, I do want to share with you my Creatively Hatched card class for September. There is the link to find out all of the information and to get registered, or of course you can message me. But these are the 4 cards, a real quick sneak peek of the cards that we'll be making in that class. You get 4 of each, and it is a monthly subscription that you can start or cancel at any time. So these are the great cards that we'll be making. Now you have until September 15th to register for that club. Don't miss out on that amazing fall kit. It is brand new and it is one of the most popular in the catalog. So I hope that you've enjoyed today's video. If you have any questions at all about the cards that I shared today, or about my Creatively Hatched card class, or how to get the Everyday Thanks class absolutely free with your order, then please reach out to me. I'm always happy to help. And until next time, I will see you guys Monday morning, 10 a.m. Pacific time for a Make It Monday class tutorial. See you then. Have a